breaks wide, the web's alive. Cameras catch where dreams arrive. Budget trails we roam with ease. Light that green, we're feeling the breeze. The morning movement, start your day. Ease it out, we're on our way. From live streams to a cheap escape. Rolling slow, we're feeling great. The morning movement. Take a stand. Take a stand. Let it go. The world's so grand.
It's the movement, folks. Morning or otherwise. And good morning or good afternoon to you, whatever the case may be. Let's get this turd started, shall we? I am producer Mike. And though I am producing, trying to host as well, doing both those jobs at the same time is very difficult. That's why we bring in a co-host for these things. Yeah, good times. And we've had a couple in the very short run that this program has had. What the hell's going on here? Let's go ahead and stop that. And yeah, we've had two co-hosts on the movement. And one of them was forced into a promotion. And the second one may find himself in the same fate. We like to get the team together about 30 minutes before we go live. And yeah, when 8:30 Pacific time rolled around, there was no Jay Morales. Do you know Jay GiGiGi Morales? And there still isn't one. I'm going to imagine he overslept, which means he doesn't even care to set an alarm for this thing. Now, I understand that this particular company, we don't pay employees out anything. As a matter of fact, we more or less expect the folks that are involved with this money pit, if you will, to actually contribute. Not necessarily to the show, but enhance your current situation to, be able to help out over here. Because that's really all I'm looking to do. I'd like to make a ton of money doing this crap, but you've seen listen, if you're watching this podcast, that means you've watched several others, and I'm quite confident on where this one ranks. But I don't know. Anyway, with all that being said, Jay Morales is actually, he's the guy that I've now relied on for a lot of the topics and whatnot for the program. So I'm sure he's got a list of all sorts of things he would have talked about today if he chose to show. So I'll just go through my list. The first is, believe it or not, it's didn't have any time to change this, folks. Yeah, and how awesome Jay Morales is. Jay has started a new channel. It may have been around for a while. I don't know. Maybe he's rebranded it. Who knows? I was going to ask him about it when I brought him in. But now available on YouTube, folks. Jay Morales Unbound. That's right. Jay Morales is Unbound. And I imagine that means no topic is not only are they not off limits, but no topic is safe. I think Jay is getting into the real cutting edge on some of the hot topics out there. We don't do politics on the Producer Mike Presents the Jessup Show Legacy channel. It's been a rule since day one, is that we avoid politics altogether. It's not something we like to engage in, because we want to keep this kind of up and airy. I mean, granted, I'm not a professional comedian by any stretch of the imagination, and I don't plan on ever trying to trick you people that I am one. More of a writer. I like to be behind the scenes, a producer, director, guy who gets to go on the plane and go to cool places and shit like that. Anyway, cheers, folks. We've got Jim Beam, a little bit of Screwball, peanut butter whiskey. It's a Bailey's knockoff. I got it from the grocery down the way there. I forget the brand name on it, but it's like salted caramel. So I put all that crap in there with about 10 ounces of coffee from the Keurig, and you got yourself a wonderful little treat. Now, I don't want to hear any shit about drinking in the morning. I'm retired. This is my gig. So I don't really give a shit. We're also using an e-leaf battery today. It's been in the rotation for many. Well, I should say it's been in and out of rotation, but I've had this thing now for. Geez, I must have this thing for 10 years now. So this is actually the most reliable battery I've ever, and it's actually the first one I ever bought. Most reliable battery, still going strong, holds a charge for 3-4 days of some consistent use. So yeah, good times there. And then of course, the Juul, you'll see me hit that from time to time. What are you gonna do? All right, I'm looking at my Streamlabs collab cam properties. I do not see a Jay Morales. Oh my goodness! I now do see my co-host. He's 7 minutes late to you folks, but in our hearts and minds over here at the show, he is 37 minutes late. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, point and stare at Jay Morales.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Jay Morales coming to you live. Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking about just having you just do the rest of the show because I carried the first
Holy
part.
shit.
Why don't you just do the do the second part, dude?
Though.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to I actually was in the middle of singing your praises. I actually was talking about Jay Morales Unbound and the successes
shit.
you are currently. Not only have you seen an uptick in subscribers on your channel, you have cracked the 1,000 view mark on some of your shorts from your show, Jay. So congratulations on that, man.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. A lot of work. Sorry that I was late. That's the reason why I was late, because I was already getting ready for the show today. I had I'm trying to get better at not doing last minute production before the show. But I did it all last night. It's ready to go. A lot of work.
Yeah, it is. It's no joke. There's a lot of prep work that goes in, and yeah, I just assumed you were sound asleep and I was not going to see you maybe somewhere halfway the show. So 7 minutes in, I'm not going to, try to.
You must have woke me up telepathically.
Oh, is that what it was? Did you at least shit your pants when you saw what time it was?
Yes, I did. I'm like, oh shit.
Good.
Yeah.
Hopefully Hopefully that'll keep you from doing it again.
Yeah, I won't do that again. Sorry.
Well, you gotta understand, Jay. I have 3 things, and each one, if I'm talking about it by myself, will last about 2 minutes. So I was gonna say this is gonna be a short movement, unless Jay gets here. So.
Nah, we're here. Did you already talk about the NFL? Where are we at?
No, I was just doing my opening monologue. The only thing I got to was talking about Jay Morales Unbound. You have topics that don't necessarily meet the muster of this channel because we like to keep things on the happy side and we try to
Correct.
avoid politics and all that stuff. But
Yep.
you dive right into it. You can certainly talk about it right now, but you certainly dive into those topics. And I invite folks to not only subscribe to your channel, but check out your content so far and check out what you got. But like, what are some of the give me some of the themes of your shows that you've
Mostly
had so
it's like
far.
an unopinionated show, so then I don't get my ass chewed. Mostly I find articles that are trending. And I give the information out that for those who haven't been able to sit down and read it for a few minutes, I just read it out loud for them, and I try to make it my own. That's how I do the show. I usually have a couple co-hosts that maybe they could take it as a wingman to maybe answer some questions about what's happening, what they think the opinion is on their side, and then and then we go through the show like that. We try to put in some a little bit of banter here and there to make the show feel more, you know what I mean, more unique.
Yeah. I caught one shit. I caught one of your live programs recently. Because you didn't tell me anything about this. This was a surprise to me.
This
So
was
I
all last minute with my impatientness.
Yeah, well that'll grow as you keep doing this stuff.
Yes.
So I tuned into some of the videos you've already done and found it was intriguing. I find it. I'm not gonna hold back. Like I said, I love the show. Don't get me wrong. I love the show. But
Yeah, I'm
what's
listening.
up with your guests not turning on their fucking camera? Like, why bother
Uh,
have a fucking box for them if they're not going to show who they are?
yeah, right. These other people do not have a camera. That's pretty much it.
Well,
They don't
just
have a
hide.
camera, but they can at least be in audio, which
Yeah, well,
at
get
least
rid of
they're
their
able to put in their
box.
2 cents.
Just get rid of their box, or have you. Let's say you had because you're using OBS, right? OBS Studio.
No, I'm using Streamlabs to do so.
You're using Streamlabs for your show?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you. All right. So obviously you have your scenes set up. So and again, this is just a suggestion. Anybody who's going to use their camera, you make them predominantly big boxes. But if they're not going to be on camera, make them like small so you can because their box is still going to light up if they're talking. And I think that would light it up, but instead use that space for something else, like promoting the movement.
Mhm. Yeah,
Or
I have. In the end of the show, I throw the ad of
I was gonna
the
say,
morning
or
movement. But
put the K-ville up. Hey, this is brought to you by the K-ville because the K-ville is
I
sponsoring
you gotta
everything
finish
right now.
the podcast. It's all in there. The Caville, the shout outs to everybody from the Jessup podcast, everything.
All right. Well, you
It's all
caught
in
me,
there.
dude. I haven't watched the whole thing.
Oh,
All right, Jay. I know you can't see this, so we're working on that particular thing, but I am transitioning our screen over to the chat room.
oh shit!
If you could go over at least to the chat
I got you.
and if you got it up, perfect. Eddie Weber, good. He's Central Time, right? He's in the Panhandle.
Central Time. Yep.
Central Time. So good
Pensacola.
morning, Eddie.
Good
Good morning.
morning.
So it is a morning movement for you. So fantastic. Thank you for being here. I do see that we have 2 viewers right now, which is outstanding. I love to see that. Love that both that you're
Just
here.
making sure I'm coming in hot, right? I'm coming in hot on your side on the microphone.
As far as I know, I mean, dude, we've had so many flipping problems with audio, video, content, the talent. What it's really like, what hasn't gone wrong with this program?
Makes sense.
I wasn't necessarily referring to you. It's just the whole thing. I mean, listen, there's been movements where I think I've done it by myself. Was there a movement I did one by myself? I think so.
You did. It was about, I mean,
Yeah,
If
it
we counted
sucked.
by episodes, it was like 4 or 5 episodes to
It
go,
was fucking
or
terrible,
6.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
even Crawlface, like, I mean, Crawlface brought some substance to the table. Like we could go back and forth. And I tell you what, that one episode where I bailed so I could go to the grocery store, which I thought was that would be a fun thing.
I thought it was.
Yeah, well, it sucked because I immediately lost fucking contact with my Wi-Fi, which I'm such an idiot. Should have went over to the fucking network, the Verizon network, and so I paid the price there. But when you watch that episode, Crawlface filled in great. I mean, I left him high and dry for about 15 minutes, and he was there to step up. I forgot what my fucking point with this was, but in any case, yeah, we've had a lot of issues with all sorts of things on this show, and that's why you haven't seen a whole lot of us. Like, for instance, Jay, I tell you what, let's put our hand in the air. I actually have a Bible back there somewhere. We promised, like this show was going to be like the main theme was going to be budget vacations, which we mean by that is things you can do in a place that is relatively near the international airport, the big airport, right? So in other words, once you get there, your transportation costs, hopefully your lodging costs, and then what we come up with for, fun shit to do in Wichita, Kansas, that's what you're kind of looking at. So in other words, if obviously with every vacation, it's the lodging and the flight. Those are the two big things. I mean, you could, get a fucking fly a lot. That's how you can get a free flight.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, next week, you and I have actually degraded our production meetings down to like, hey, can you just show up 30 minutes beforehand? Let's revert back. Let's meet on Friday. We'll whatever time we decide again for our production meeting, and that's gonna be our topic. We're gonna all right, what's the vacation spot? If you have one in mind already, like, dude, you live near Buffalo. There's got to be plenty of bullshit little fucking ranches or alpine slides or some bullshit up there that that's not overly expensive and just get folks there for a few days. It turns out to be a cool little
this
trip.
winter, what we got going on always over here is the winter snowboarding and all that up here. That's pretty big up here. So yeah, maybe we can come up with something good.
Yeah, and we'll look at prices.
Skiing,
snow sports, like some of those mountains can be expensive, but I guess if there's like a little there, like where I grew up in Connecticut, there was it's not like I lived in a mountainous area, but there were like significant hills in surrounding towns. Let's just call them, all right, because I don't want to put up anything against Mount Washington or anything, right?
Yeah.
But so you're talking about not a not a professional ski slope by any stretch of the imagination, but since there was nothing else around, like when you lived where I was in Connecticut, if you wanted to go get some solid freaking skiing, you got to go to Vermont. That's where you go. There's Sugar Bush and Sugar Bush. I know there's Big Mount Snow. They brew Magic Hat up there. I remember it was early on in the Magic Hat frickin' you know what I'm talking about with Magic Hat beer company?
No, I'm gonna be frank with you. I'm not a big beer guy. I'm more of a straight liquor.
More straight liquor. All right, that's cool. I can respect that. Well, anyway, they've got this thing called Magic Hat number 9. And a bunch of my friends had already had it before, and they were raving about it. And so I had went to we went up for a ski trip. I am not a skier. I'm not an idiot. Okay, it's cold, snow, wet, irritable when all those things happen to me. So I just go on the trip to take in all the other stuff, which is hanging out in the fucking ski chalet, right? They got a full-on bar in there. Like, dude, just drop me off in the bar. Go have your fun. And when you guys are miserable and tired and, you know, wet, I'll be primed up. You know what I mean?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
That's right. So anyway, this particular place had Magic Hat number 9 on tap. And so I order it and I'm like, oh my God, my friends are all raving about this shit. I'll have one of those. And I'm like, well, what is it? Like I'm assuming it's a amber something. And he tells me whatever, but it's an apricot beer.
Oh
It's
wow.
yeah, it's apricot. And I'm like, really? Apricot? Not a fan. So now I've got this full apricot beer in front of me that I am not. I mean, look, I'm 24, 25 years old as I'm telling this story, and at that age, you don't send drinks back. You power it down. Plus, the way I was raised is, hey, you ordered it, you sleep in the bed that you frickin' bought, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, took a sip. One of the most fantastic beers I've ever had. Magic Hat number 9 is a rock star of a fucking beer. Every time I see it in the grocery store, which I never go to anymore, I will absolutely. Did I lose you? No, you're still there.
I'm
Yeah.
right here.
Okay.
I'm just
Now,
using my other laptop trying to look for some information.
people like to text me while I'm actually doing the show, and I know it's because they're not watching. I just
Everybody,
assume.
please just tune in for a few minutes. That's even enough for a click.
Yeah. Well, we'll turn that into a short. All right. So anyway, yeah. So I think this is just us wrapping up Jay Morales Unbound. Oh no, we did get into. Oh, that's right. We're gonna
Yeah,
do.
make sure to.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
go
gonna
ahead.
do the trip. We're gonna do the budget trips, and then the other thing was live cams. We've been kind of skimping on that too. But I do have our favorite Cam 7 from Kensington Avenue in Philadelphia. We'll take a peek at that before we leave. But I
Yep.
did find, and Jay, it's if you could go to,
Oh, Crawface here to talk about Thailand.
oh no,
Man.
that got stale.
Yeah,
But
man.
if you could go to, it's called I believe it's called the Car Chase Channel. Let me expand this out here to make sure I've got the right one. Anyway, yeah, put in the Car Chase Channel, some shit like that. It's live. It's a live one. Just have that one ready to go. Essentially, folks, what this channel does is they look at previous car chases. Cops chasing stolen vehicles, traffic infractions where they're like,
Holy
nah, I don't
crap!
think
It's
so.
actually something live right now.
No, that's not. It's not live. It's a
Oh, it's
live
not live.
channel, but they're just it's just on a loop. Um, but anyway, we're gonna take a peek at that in a couple of minutes. That's kind of the stuff that I want to capture live for the Producer Mike Presents live cam show, which we did it a couple of times about a month or so ago. And it didn't work out so well because I did it once for a tsunami. The tsunamis were coming in, and I even used AI. I used Grok. Grok let me down. What time is the real action gonna hit at these particular shorelines? Because I don't want to go live 45 minutes and we just look at a live cam of just of a peaceful sunset.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I went live at those times, went to the live cams. I'm like, all right, well, good thing I have 3 or 4 of them. All 4 of them were boring as fuck. And I'm like, I'm wasting people's time. And I even remember one of them, I think I had like 15 viewers live at one point. And I'm like, I'm apologizing to everyone. Like, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, folks. I should just give up. Steve gave me this channel. I'm certain he's going to take it back because I'm just abusing. I don't know. Anyway, back to you, Jay.
2 hours later.
Yeah.
With that, yeah, yeah, I feel like we're letting him down, but he knows that we're doing our best.
Well, he's certainly not watching every week. That's for sure.
Remember, he got out of jail and went straight to jumping to pussy. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So Eddie is confirming that our audio sounds pretty good this morning. That's great.
That's awesome.
I can dig that. And also, yeah, he's in Pensacola, Florida. That is certainly in the Panhandle. Last time I checked. Let's get out of the chat room here. Let me bring you back in as the actual. I actually call this me. This scene is called me and co-host. It's just you and me, Jay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, you want to dive right into the picks?
Oh, right. We've got
Into the
NFL
picks.
football, folks. Let me bring that up.
Yeah, I'm trying to bring it up over here too. I had it written down, and now I don't see it.
NFL odds. Yeah. So last week, folks, as I said, there was going to be an NFL pick show. This will be the last time I mentioned it. There was going to be an NFL pick show, and we may bring it mid-season. I don't know. All right, never mind. So last week, we announced that we're just going to move it to the movement, and I'm going to give you 3 picks. I'm going to give you the side. I'm going to give you the total, and I'll give you one of the prop picks, right? And so last week, I did not make you any money. I did not. I didn't go 0-3, unfortunately, though I did go 1-2. I missed, like I said, I missed the game itself. The Vikings ended up. Was it the Vikings and the Bears? I don't even remember what the game is. I know it was the
The
Bears.
only one I watch all the time is only the Bills, so I only have anything that has to do with the Bills.
So I did give you the prop though of Rome Adozi, I think his name is pronounced. His receptions were set at 3.5. That was easy. Over, crushed it. I think he ended up with 6. So yeah. So I thought was I would just give 3 prop picks. So hey, I couldn't give you the side or the total last week. Punish myself. Don't give out picks. Well, I should say I don't want to punish you guys any further by giving you some crap, and then just give you 3 props. But then I looked at the schedule. We've got 2 Monday night football games tonight, 4:00 Pacific, 7:00 Pacific. We've got actually, I should just bring up. That's probably
Go
the easiest
ahead.
way to do it.
Go ahead, get it ready.
No, I was going to bring up ESPN, but I'm just going to bring up my DraftKings 2 games. Yeah. View NFL odds, and then it wants me to download a fucking app. You can go kiss my ass, DraftKings. All right, not going to DraftKings. Let's go to NFL odds, betting lines, and spreads. All right.
Producer Mike. Okay.
So
You got it.
for
All
the 4:00 Pacific game, 7:00 Eastern, we are looking at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Houston Texans. Now, the line is set at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers getting 2.5. Now, what that line is telling you, folks, is that it's essentially a pick'em because the Houston Texans are at home. You've got right around a 3-point spread, which you kind of kick a little bit of points to the home team just for the fact that they're the home team. Crowd comes into it a little bit. And that's when you generally see your 2 or 3 points when you see that kind of spread. So basically, though, my thought is the Buccaneers are no joke. They are a really, really good football team. Both sides of the ball. I'm not saying that they're best, but you've got some very, very uh, enhanced weapons on the offensive side of the ball. They got a rookie over there, another name, it starts with an E. That guy, rookie, he's already making waves, and I actually expect him, prop alert coming up, uh, to be a major portion of this game. Houston Texans, not saying there are any slouches on their side of the ball. Any stretch of the imagination, actually, they are quite effective. I've seen some good things on that team, which also tells me that there's something really suspect about this. I'm like, like I do believe the Buccaneers are a better team. So why the hell would the Texans be getting points? So that tells me something fucked up is going on. And yeah, Texans. I think somebody knows something that I don't know. So take the Texans, take the 2.5 points over the Buccaneers. I'm going to say the final score is going to be 27-23. Houston wins by 4. Now with a 27-23, that puts you right at 50 points. The over-under is at 42.5. Take the over. So we're going to go Tampa Bay and the over. I owe you a third one. Prop. That wide receiver for Tampa Bay, the one that starts with an E, Iglukla. I think he was at 4.5 on receptions. Just thinking of props. Anyway, I forgot what the number was, but take his over on reception. He's like an E and a G and a U and a K and maybe an A in his name. He's probably the 2 or 3 wide receiver in Tampa Bay. Over on receptions. All right, game 2, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 o'clock. Wait a minute. 10 p.m. Yeah, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific time. The Chargers are here in Las Vegas, Nevada, ladies and gentlemen. And the Las Vegas Raiders are again a home team getting 3.5 points. Little bit over that 3-point thing that kind of tells you it could be kind of a pick'em game, but man alive. The Raiders, just when you think, every time you see something that they do that's really good and you think they've gone into that positive direction, they crush dreams. It's quite remarkable. So I'm actually going to throw my side onto that particular fact that even if the Raiders are winning this game from the beginning, they're going to fuck this up somehow, some way. I'm actually going to call OT in this game. I actually think this is going to end up tied after regulation, and the Chargers win this on some crazy freaking return, and then they win by the 6 in OT. Crazy monster bold pick right there, but I think that's what's going to occur. So that being the case, Los Angeles Chargers, ladies and gentlemen, Los Angeles Chargers take the 3.5 points. The over-under is 46.5. I actually don't think there is going to be a particularly lot of points in this game. I'm looking, I think end of regulation, you're probably looking at 14-14, 17-17, somewhere around there. So take the under, folks. We're going to go with the under, the 46.5. Take the under. And for your prop in that game, take the under in Keenan Allen receptions. Take the under. I saw it earlier today. I think it's at 4. I don't think he's going to have any. Maybe 2. Well, you're welcome, Jay. So there you have it. Take the Texans, take the over and over receptions for the guy with the E in his name, wide receiver, Tampa Bay. and take the Chargers. Take the over. I'm sorry. Take the under and Keenan Allen under on receptions. Jay, that concludes my NFL picks for this double header on Monday Night Football. One of them. All right, let's move along. Oh, we lost your audio. Something's happening. Of course. Of course. We keep having this happen. All right, let me deal with this just real quick, folks. See if I can bring Jay back in. Show on stream. There he is. If
Yeah.
you leave me now, gotta quit doing this to me. So Jay, there was a big fight on Netflix.
You already beat me to it. I'm ready. I got it ready right here.
Well, I had it next on the fucking list. I mean, this is why we go in order. So anyway, tell me a little bit of background about these two fighters. Why was this fight such a big deal, and what was the result?
Man. So, Saturday night, Terrence Bud Crawford shocked the boxing world by defeating Canelo Alvarez via anonymous decision. Crawford now becomes the first male boxer in four-belt era to be undisputed champion in 3 different weight classes: junior welterweight, and super middleweight. Round by round, Crawford controlled the pace, outlanding Canelo and neutralizing his power shots. Canelo had his moments, but he couldn't break through Crawford's defense. If you would have watched it, I would ask you, who do you think the MVP was of the fight? But you didn't watch the fucking fight.
I don't have Netflix, so I don't have all that privileged frickin' content that you got. I got Paramount Plus and Amazon Prime Video. That's the only two, and then premium YouTube. That's basically all I watch.
Where is it?
But anyway, I'll be supportive with anything you say. To say the things you've got prepared.
Yeah. If this thing didn't just freaking reset on me, I would.
All right. Well, I asked you like who the two fighters were, what their backgrounds were, why was this fight such a big deal, and what was the result? You said you watched it.
Well, I did watch it. The big deal of the fight was that Crawford was already ending his career, and he wanted to anonymously say that he just wanted to fight Canelo. Canelo, a Mexican fighter with over 1,200 fights under his belt, and Crawford has at least, I think, 400 and something fights under his belt to be, winning that type of, legacy of a titles, being 4 belts with undisputed championships. Now he has beat the legacy of everybody else, has put him on the map of the boxing scene currently.
All right. So this is like a new phenomenon.
A new phenomenon. Yep.
Okay. Cool. Was it an enjoyable fight? Was there some?
It wasn't a
going
very enjoyable fight. I thought that Canelo had shown. Knowing Canelo, you know what I mean? He's always been a very precise person. He's knocked out a lot of people. Didn't have to do a lot of a dance to get the rounds done. But this time around, man, you can tell that out of all the years of fighting in so many bouts that he has been in, he actually looked very exhausted. You know what I mean? A little slow, very exhausted. Not like I'm not gonna say like it was like a Mike Tyson fight. I don't think I can put it in that perspective because Mike Tyson, you could definitely tell that Mike was tired. You know what I mean? And winded and very sweaty and all that. This time it was just that, it seemed like Canelo had shorter arms compared to what Crawford had. Maybe you get me what I mean? So I think that's why Crawford ended up landing more punching shots than Canelo. So, the points right there. If you keep continuing giving jabs and body shots, that's where the points go, man. And Crawford put in more work giving connecting shots than Canelo could ever.
He's probably stoned.
I mean, they were in where you're at up there, because I bet it was a scene where you were, because it was in Las Vegas, Nevada.
I'm a little outside the city, so I'm avoiding all the hoopla that generally goes on. But yeah, it was interesting to hear reports, and they certainly shut down Las Vegas Boulevard.
Oh,
People
I
trying to get
bet.
to the fight. Yeah, it was gridlock.
I had here's my phone. Here's my phone. In my phone, I have more information. Actually, now I remember here. I have it right here saved, ready to go. Let me see.
All right, I'm gonna get our first video ready, which will be looking at the car chase channel.
So the gate for Canelo and Alvarez, for Canelo and Crawford has been revealed as 47,231,887 dollars. The fight also broke the record for the highest attendance in Allegiant Stadium, which was over 70,000 people.
That is it's outstanding. Well, Jay, I've brought in our first live cam, even though it's not really live, but it's live-ish. We are looking at this particular car chase. It's in Los Angeles. Looks like whoever they're chasing is approaching the 110 freeway. Where the hell are they? All right, I believe. All right, this is a perfect. See, this is what I'm talking about, folks. Every time I bring something in, they move to something else, or I just pick it at a very inopportune time.
My God, are you gonna be done?
I don't know. All right, we'll give this a second. I mean, this is just par for the coast. I mean, did I literally pick a car chase where the helicopter lost the fucking subject? I was just setting this up and saw it the whole fucking time.
I mean, if you can tell, they're using that AI. It's actually showing the freeways with the lines and everything like that.
That is pretty badass, isn't it? Yeah. Like just a map that goes over it. Maybe this guy's just at a light
there in that parking lot too.
Maybe the guy's at a light under this bridge. All right, you know what? Let's there's nothing going on in Kensington either. There's got some people looking at a bag.
Nobody with an axe this time around?
No. God, that was so cool. I think I made that into a short. I honestly think I can't remember now, but I think I made that into a short. All right, this is terrible. I can't believe this is happening to us again, Jay. That we're just got fucked up shit. Is that the? Oh, maybe that's why. Because there's cops on foot.
Oh shit! They're chasing somebody. They're chasing somebody right now.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going underneath oh yeah, the dude's in there. The dude's in there. Looks like he has ran from behind the houses right there. Oh well.
Oh, you know what? That's the problem. Is I think I'm not. Am I live?
Are we live?
No, I'm live. No, I thought I might have been a little behind you, but I think I'm there. All right. Well, it's an outdo a shot, I guess. Anyway, folks, it'll be a lot more interesting. The point was of me showing this was when essentially what I'm doing. It's not every single. Oh yeah, that's all. Now they're going into a break. You know, I try to schedule my days on when I'm doing stuff. So I'll whatever. Maybe it's an afternoon or whatever. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna scour YouTube to see if there's anything going on. If there's any live feed of some serious shit going down. And I have done that. I've spent a couple hours looking for tornadoes or car chases or any of that crap. and haven't found anything yet. Actually, there was one day where I did find one, and as soon as I got everything turned on, it ended. Car chase, and the car chase video itself only ended up being about 18 minutes. I got in there about 3 or 4 minutes into it, and by the time I had everything set up, it was over. So that kind of fucking sucked. But anyway, during those times, if I see something going on, I'm going live, people, and I'm making sure I'm picking my spots with this time. I want to make sure that there's something really going down on it, because if boring shit is happening, I can't carry, Jay, we can't carry this shit. We got to talk. We got to be fucking talking about stuff, going on our lists and sticking to shit.
Correct.
So yeah, so that's what we're going to look forward to, coming up. Live cam, I think I'm just going to keep it. Live cam from around the world was what I originally called it. I might rebrand it, but I already put so much time into the theme song and everything, so I don't want to do
because
it
this
over
show is what Macho Man is gonna say right now.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah.
We are the cream that rises to the top, and you're gonna find that out next Monday. Don't miss out on that.
Maybe. All right, let's we're getting a little long in the tooth here, Jay. I have moved the cam over to our feed into Kensington Avenue, Kensington Jesus Christ.
Happy Monday.
Yeah, the whiskey's kicking in, man. Kensington Avenue. I was watching this over the weekend, and I don't know if it was a full-on police
success
like cleanup, but it was pretty damn close. There was like nobody like in the certain popular spots. And even now that we look at it, there's not a whole lot of folks out there. So I wonder if they got some folks into some shelter. Maybe it was
Do you
raining.
think that maybe they're moving them in because it's finally, getting into fall season and it's going to be getting cold?
Yeah, you know what,
You might
dude?
not
I
even
have
see them
never.
all slumped here, like, you know what I mean? Like Camp 7, like the dude right there next to that gate,
Yeah.
straight,
he-
crisscross applesauce and forehead to the ground.
his lunch was rough, my friend. Yeah, that's actually an interesting point. I haven't even thought of that because I haven't been a viewer of this channel very long. So I have not seen a winter.
Cocaine's a hell of a
Um,
drug.
I wonder, yeah, that's a good point you made, Jay. That maybe they're not out there at all during the winter, but I mean it's Philly, man. It's cold in Philly. I mean it's no Buffalo, but it'll get cold in Philly.
Yeah, it's no Buffalo, but, make sure to catch talking about Buffalo. Make sure to catch the Buffalo game on Thursday at 8:15. The Buffalo Bills versus the Miami Dolphins.
Oh God. Does Miami even score in that game?
We'll find out. I'll have the rundown for next week.
Well, give it a shot. It's Thursday. You said Thursday night football?
Thursday night, 8:15, over
Give
at
us
Orchard Park
what's
Stadium, over at High Mike Stadium.
what this will wrap us up. What is your prediction for Thursday night football?
We're looking at least 37, like 20, maybe.
37-20. So you got the
that's what I
Bills. That
think.
sounds Bills in the over is what you're looking at, huh?
Yes, yeah.
All right. Well, you heard it here first, folks. All right, Jay. Good job. Even though you were
This could have been
late.
better, but we did it. We got through it. The audio sounded great. Let's see if there's anything else in the comment. We have Pensacola International Airport and more shit to do than most of us have time for. Was what I was saying. Okay. All right. Well, that's what Eddie Weber just said in the comments. Shout out to everybody who watches the show later today. Make sure to catch my show some point today. The goal was at 6:30, but I'm gonna try to be there before. We're gonna come to you next week with more about these trips that these budget friendly trips that we're trying to do.
Yeah, we'll come
Even
up
if
with
it's
one.
just even going to fly to go to a football game for a
There you go.
weekend and then flying
There
back.
you go. We pick it. We'll find out what NFL stadium has the cheapest fucking tickets. Like you can get in there for like $10, $20. That's a good
Jesus.
idea. Yeah. You can fly into like I'm assuming it probably costs nothing to see the Saints. So you can fly into New Orleans, spend a few bucks, 20, $30. You get into the stadium. Great, because you're not looking for good seats. You're just looking for seats near the frickin' beer, the beer frickin' counter, right? That's pretty much all you're looking for.
Correct.
So, all right, bro. Have yourself a good week, Jay, and I'll see you next week.
All right. We'll catch you next week, guys. Take it easy and shout out to everybody. Hope you have a great week.
Dawn breaks wide, the web's alive. Cameras catch where dreams arrive. Budget trails, we roam with ease. Light that green, we're feeling the breeze. The morning movement, start your day. Ease it out, we're on our way. From live streams to a cheap escape. Roll it slow, we're feeling great. The morning movement, take a stand, let it go. The world's so grand. The morning movement, take a stand, let it go. The world's so grand.